to the University of Washington Q Center vlog. I'm Sasha, and I use he, his, and him.
I'm Shelby, and I use she, her, and they and them.
I'm Kyle. I use he.
I don't know. Like, some people think that it's strategic to do something like gay marriage rather than, like, gender-neutral housing and changing language. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, really hard to defend that, because to some extent maybe they're right, and it all comes down to, like, what do people want to work on? Like, what do you want to spend your energy on? And kind of what I come down to is, like, I'm just not going to spend my energy on gay marriage because I think that that's not challenging the root of the problem. But if other people believe that it challenges the root by some kind of trickle-down thing, that's their path. That's what they're going to do.
When you have these, like, immediate, strategic, really clearly attainable goals, people like to, like, that's something that people put money towards, and often that, like, money comes away from people who are doing other things like service provision.
And also it's been, like, capitalized on, and because of that, it's like, you know, you're, like, if someone were to get married, in one way they're playing into the system by, like, I don't know, doing all of that stuff, but on the other hand, I think it's really important for people to, you know, celebrate in a way that, like, is kind of a form of resistance too.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you were saying, we're taught to value, like, marriage, but we're not taught to value, like, you know, effective communication or, like, you know, things like that actually make a relationship healthy and good.
Yeah. Like, I really liked this quote that we pulled out of the article about gay marriage, saying, from the Senator Ed Murray, who was the sponsor for the bill in Washington, we ask for your support tonight, not simply because marriage is a series of legal protections. We ask for your support tonight because marriage is how society says you are a family. Marriage is the way a community knows that a couple loves each other. And it's like, that is absolutely true, but absolutely, like,
Messed up.
Crazy. Yeah, because,
Right.
like, first of all, that devalues relationships that aren't marriage, and second of all, are all marriages full of love and communication and things that should create a healthy, like, relationship? No, and society doesn't really care if relationships are healthy, and I would maybe argue the only reason that society cares about the institution of marriage is to allow people to, like, or to push people to become part of this, like, capitalist myth.
I think communities can be family too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the way that they're defining a community is, like, the system with which you exchange funds, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Because I think, like, the community that we've formed is more of, like, a familial thing, you know, and it's like, I don't have to get married to you to kind of be, like, family with you, you know what I mean? Or, like, I don't need to marry someone to be, like, a part of a family that is a community, you know? So I think they're coming from a place that doesn't even know what community is or what family really is.
Or coming from a place where citizenship is just defined by consumerism.
Mm-hmm. Word.
And then this really hard thing of not wanting to, like, devalue someone's, like, thoughts on this issue. And then it's also, like, so for people that maybe don't think it's the best thing to do, but are in relationships that could benefit from gay marriage, like, what do you do?
Like, the critique isn't about individuals, and it's not about individual choices. And if it makes more sense to be married, then it makes more sense to be married. I don't think that, like, the idea here isn't that we're, like, trying to get everyone to stop being married, because then, like, marriage will, like, no longer be relevant.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's not like a strike or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because not everyone, maybe, I mean, I don't know if there's a specific case in which it would be, like, life-saving or, like, really important to be married. But with other similar types of things, like, you can't just universalize an experience where you have the opportunity not to do something because it aligns with your ideology.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, not everyone has that option of not going to Walmart.
Well, you know how, like, tons of huge corporations were, like, coming behind the bill,
Right.
too, which is sort of getting into this thing we're talking about, like, why does the state and why do corporations want? I don't know.
marriage makes money.
Exactly.
It's an industry.
Scary.
Diamonds.
Weddings.
Africa.
IKEA furniture. Blenders. All sorts of stuff. Hummus. Fresh hummus. At the wedding.
You
But-
can make that yourself, though.
Exactly, and like I like the joyful conclusion we came to. Like there are plenty of ways to like celebrate a relationship, and there are plenty of ways to
Okay.
celebrate it with people that you love and respect.
Mhm.
You know, and I think it's cool to be like you can do whatever you want. Like you can
Yeah.
like have a party in your backyard and make hummus and like celebrate your partner or partners in whatever way you want. And
Yeah.
you know, if that includes marriage sometimes, because that's what makes sense and that's cool, but there are a million possibilities.